Hey guys, Jason Emmett here. I'm doing a review. I was asked to do more reviews. Sorry if the sound's not great. I'm on a small mic in my car. I got to go see an early release screening of Borderlands. It is out now. If you want to go see it, I held off on releasing this until it actually came out. So let's just start with a couple of things. First, I want to preface this. I never played the game, so I'm not going to come at it from that aspect. I will say my son went with me. He has played the games. He did say it had similarities to the games, only it felt very rushed, and they did get at least one of the characters wrong, which I think is a big complaint people are having. That being said, I will say that Kate Blanchett and Kevin Hart did a fine job as far as their acting goes in this movie, but they were the only ones. I don't blame Jamie Lee Curtis, and I don't blame Ariana Greenblatt for that. This was a directing problem. A lot of this movie, in my opinion, was a directing problem. In that I think Eli Roth was not a great choice. This was a Hollywood big budget film, and I don't think he was the man for it. The pacing is off in a lot of spots. The directing just feels weird. It's just disjointed. And one of the other big complaints I have is the special effects in this movie. I'd heard a lot about it. There are just a few scenes that just the effects don't land at all. They're just not good. There's a scene where they're flying in these like hover bikes, and I leaned over to my buddy and I literally said, "This reminds me of the Flash Gordon movie from the '80s." That's how bad the effects were on those bikes. I will say the dialogue felt very stilted in a lot of scenes. Jack Black as Claptrap, I think, was supposed to be the comedy relief. And I get the impression they just sort of let him go and let him vamp, and that's fine. But the choices they made and the times they let him do it just seemed really off. And so most of the comedy falls flat. Now, I'm going to say a couple of things here. This is, for those of you who have seen this or are going to see this and enjoy it, that's wonderful. Seriously, it is. I hope more people do. It wasn't the worst film I've ever seen, but it was far from one of the better films I've ever seen. Overall, I would say this is a miss, and I'm a theater guy. I go see most things at the theater. I didn't walk out angry that I had watched it, but I would say I would not advise most people going to the theater. I would wait. This is a sitting on your couch Saturday morning kind of B-movie situation. The problem is this isn't a B movie. This is a $150 million movie. If this had been a $15 million movie, it could have developed a so bad it's good kind of cult status thing over the years. But that's not what this is. This is supposed to be a blockbuster. And for me, it mostly just falls flat. It just doesn't work. So I'm going to advise to most of my minions, if you are on the fence about this one, I would probably wait and just catch it at home. And I don't say that often, but I will say that on this. I would probably wait.